Good morning to all MSc second year students. Today we will see the some terminology involving conjugates of complex functions. Suppose that f of t is equal to u of t plus I phi of t. Suppose this is number 1. Here this u of t and this phi of t are real functions. When this t is real variable, then this f of t is a complex function of the real variable t. Its conjugate f bar t is defined to be f bar t is defined to be f bar of t is equal to u of t minus I phi of t, capital V of t. Suppose this is number second equation. If z is equal to if t is equal to z, if t is equal to z, and that z is x plus iy, and therefore this f of z is equal to u of z plus I v of z. Suppose this is number third. This is equation third. So what is f bar of z? So this this f bar of z is equal to u of z minus I capital V of z. Suppose this is number 4. Further f of z bar and f bar of z bar are given by f of z bar is equal to u of z bar plus I phi of z bar. Suppose this is number 5th, and therefore f bar of z bar is equal to u of z bar minus I v of z bar. Suppose this is number 6. So in equation 6, in this equation, if we replace I by minus I, then what we get? Then we get f bar z bar is a complex conjugate of f of z, and therefore that can be written as f bar of z bar is equal to f of z bar. Also, the complex potential due to line source, a line doublet and a line vertex each have respective forms, and therefore that respective forms are minus m log z minus z1, then mu e to the power I alpha divided by z minus z1 and I k upon 2 pi into log of z minus z1 in the usual notations, and each of these functions has a singularity at z is equal to z1, at z is equal to z1, and elsewhere each is analytic, and in the above case the singularities of f of z are those of u of z and v of z, and hence they are also those of f bar of z, f bar of z. Therefore this article is finished. Now we'll see the next theorem. That theorem is Milne-Thomson's circle theorem. Let f of z be the complex velocity potential for a flow having no rigid boundaries and such that there are no singularities of flow within the circle mod z is equal to a. Then on introducing the soil circular cylinder mod z is equal to a into the flow, the new velocity complex potential is given by W is equal to f of z plus f bar of a square by z for this mod z is greater than or is equal to 0. This is the statement of Milne-Thomson's circle theorem. Now we'll see the proof of this theorem. All singularities of f of z, all singularities of f of z at which sources, sinks, doublets or vertices may be present, and so all the singularities of this f of z occur in the region mod z is greater than a, and so the singularities of f of a square by z lie in mod z which is less than a, and hence the singularities of this also of f bar of a square by z also lie in this mod z which is less than a, and therefore this f of z and f of z and f of z plus f bar of a square by z both have same singularities in the region mod z is greater than a, and so both functions considered as complex velocity potentials for mod z is greater than E. Now on the circle mod z is equal to E, we take z is equal to A into e to the power I theta, and then what about a square by z? So what we get? We get there, this can be written as z into e to the power minus I theta, which is equal to A, and therefore what we get? If we take z here, then what we get? We get a square by z is equal to a e to the power minus I theta. We get this, and so this w is equal to f of z plus f bar of a square by z. What we get? This can be written as, we know f of z is a e to the power I theta, so in place of z we can write a e to the power I theta plus f bar of a square by z. We have a square by z is this, so in place of a square by z we can write a e to the power minus I theta, and therefore this can be written as this is equal to f of a e to the power I theta plus f bar of a e to the power I theta. So what we have? We have, after this step, we have this step f of a e to the power I theta plus f bar of a e to the power minus I theta. So this can be written as f of a e to the power I theta plus f of a e to the power I theta bar, and thus on this mod z is equal to A, this W is the sum of a complex quantity and its complex conjugate, and is therefore real number, and hence psi is equal to imaginary part of this W is 0 on mod z is equal to A, and this shows that the circular boundary is streamline. This shows that circular boundary is a streamline across which no fluid flows, and hence mod z is equal to A is a possible boundary for the new flow, and W is equal to f of z plus f bar of a square by z is the required complex velocity potential for the new flow. Now this Milne-Thomson's circle theorem, proof of this Milne-Thomson's circle theorem is proved here. Now we'll see the applications of circle theorem, some applications of the circle theorem. So we will see some following examples. These following examples show that show how the circle theorem is applied to the determine modified flows when long circular cylinder is introduced into a given two-dimensional flow. So we'll take a example first here. Now we will discuss the uniform flow past a stationary cylinder. Now we will discuss the uniform flow past a stationary cylinder. Now consider uniform string having velocity minus ui gives rise to complex potential uz, and thus we take f of z is equal to uz and f bar of z is also is equal to uz, and therefore this implies that f bar of a square by z is equal to u as it is in place of z, that is a square by z. This implies in this way. And now we introduce a cylinder of circular section, that mod z is equal to a into the stream. Hence the complex potential for the region mod z is greater than or is equal to a, that becomes w is equal to f of z plus f bar of a square by z, and this can be written as this is equal to u is common, and we have z plus a square as it is, z to the power minus 1. Now taking z is equal to r e to the power I theta. Now taking z is equal to r e to the power I theta. Now taking this z is equal to r e to the power I theta and equating the real and imaginary parts, we get w is equal to u in bracket r e to the power I theta plus a square upon r e to the power I theta. So this can be written as this is equal to u in bracket r e to the power I theta plus this can be written as a square upon r into e to the power minus I theta, and therefore this is equal to u in bracket r as it is, e to the power I theta can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta, cos theta plus I sin theta, plus a square upon r as it is, plus a square upon r as it is. And what we get? E to the power minus I theta can be written as cos theta minus I sin theta. I sin theta, bracket close. So this can be written as in the form of, we know W is 5 plus I psi. So this can be written in the form of 5 plus I psi. So 5 plus I psi, W is 5 plus I psi. So this can be written as this is equal to U as it is in bracket multiply R in the for the bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. So multiply this bracket. So R, we get R cos theta plus now multiply a square R for this cos theta. Here we are taking the real function together and imaginary functions together. So we have R cos theta plus a square by R into cos theta plus R into I sin theta. I as it R into I sin theta minus a square R into minus I sin theta. So minus I into a square upon R into sin theta. So bracket close. Then what we get? We have the common already U. Now we take the common R cos theta. Then we get for the real part, and for imaginary part U is already common. We take common sin theta. So what we get for phi and psi? So phi is equal to, therefore phi is equal to, therefore we get phi is equal to, U is also common, U cos theta is also common, so U cos theta in bracket R plus a square upon R. This is the real part, and for imaginary part psi is equal to U sin theta in bracket R minus a square by R. Now we also discuss the application, the example, the uniform flow past a stationary cylinder. Now we'll see the next example. That example is uniform stream at incidence alpha to OX bar, or this can be written as complex velocity potential, or this can be written as complex velocity potential for uniform stream at incidence alpha to OX bar when the cylinder is introduced. Now we will discuss this example. We know the complex potential for uniform stream of velocity u is u into z e to the power minus I alpha, which is incidence at an angle alpha to Ox bar. Now taking f of z is equal to uz e to the power minus I alpha. So what we have? We have f bar of z is equal to u z into e to the power I alpha, and therefore we get f bar of a square by z is equal to u e to the power I alpha into a square by z. When the cylinder of section mod z is equal to a is introduced, then the complex velocity potential is W is equal to f of z plus f bar of a square by z. So this can be written as u in bracket z into e to the power minus I alpha plus a square by z into e to the power I alpha, bracket close. So this second example is also finished. Okay, today we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll see the next article.